Have you ever heard music so ancient and powerful that it was said to hold the universe in balance? Namaste, everyone, and welcome to this deep dive into one of India's most captivating yet mysterious ancient texts, the Samaveda. Over the next few minutes, we are going to explore how these 3,000-year-old musical hymns shaped rituals, inspired spiritual growth, and still resonate in modern music. Stick around because by the end, you'll see why the Samaveda stands apart in the world of sacred traditions. To fully appreciate the Samaveda, let's set the stage. Between 1500 and 1200 BC, the Indian subcontinent was witnessing the emergence of complex rituals, philosophical debates, and poetic compilations known as the Vedas. While the Rig Veda provided the original hymns, the Yajurveda detailed sacrificial formulas, and the Atharva Veda delved into everyday life and mystic practices. The Samaveda introduced a musical dimension, turning words into living vibrations. Imagine a world where sound is not just heard, but seen as a force that shapes reality. The sages believe in the power of the Shabda, the primordial sound, to create, sustain, and even transform the universe. The Samaveda became their musical map to harness that power. Here's a remarkable fact: 95% of the Samaveda's verses come directly from the Rig Veda. Yet, it's completely unique because these verses are meant to be sung, not simply recited. By introducing melody and structure, the Samaveda transforms the Rigvedic hymns into powerful sonic rituals. Think of it this way: the Rigveda gives us the words, the Samaveda gives them a soulful tune. It's the difference between reading poetry silently and hearing it performed with music. The emotional and spiritual impact is immeasurably greater. To grasp how these hymns were organized, we look at the Samaveda's two main parts: the Archika, that contains the verses or rigs, mostly dedicated to deities like Agni, Indra, and Soma. These form the textual blueprint. And then the other part is Gana, the musical manual guiding how each verse should be sung, specifying notes, pitch, and rhythm. The Ghana section reflects a sophisticated understanding of music as both an art and as a science. Ancient sages meticulously documented intonation, the rise and fall of notes, and the length of syllables, ensuring every chant hit the intended frequency. This system was so precise, it essentially laid the groundwork for Indian classical music, influencing everything from raga structures to the concept of swaras, or the notes we know today. These notes are sa, re, ga, ma, pa, dha, ni, sa. Sa being the higher octave. Isn't that amazing? The Samaveda was mainly performed during yajnas or sacrificial rituals, which the Vedic tradition saw as microcosmic representation of the entire universe. By performing these rituals with the right melodies, priests believed they could align human actions with cosmic order known as the Ruta. Every note mattered. A misplaced pitch, they believed, could disrupt the cosmic harmony. Think of it as a spiritual symphony. One false note, and the divine connection might falter. It's no wonder these rituals were approached with such reverence and discipline. Keeping this musical tradition alive were the Udgātṛ priests, the singers who specialized in the Samaveda. Their training involved years of vocal exercises and breath control, ensuring pitch accuracy, mastering complex chandas or metrical patterns, internalizing the spiritual essence behind every hymn. It wasn't enough to just hit the right notes, they had to embody the chant's divine purpose. Sincerity, devotion, and mental focus were believed to amplify the hymn's potency. Imagine waking up every single day to practice the same lines, the same pitch, making sure your tone is flawless for the next yajna. It's a life dedicated to precision, faith, and awe for the cosmic order. In an era with limited written texts, the oral tradition was paramount. The Samaveda's melodic structure actually helped preserve it. Do you know why? Because melody acts like a mnemonic device. Once you've memorized the tune, your mind more easily retains the exact words and their intonation. Now, probably this is the reason why we remember songs so easily instead of poems. We remember the words, the exact tones, and exactly the way the songs are sung. This also meant that any deviance from the standard chant would be noticeable, almost like a glitch in a song you know by heart. So the Samaveda's musical emphasis protected it from accidental alterations over centuries. Although these hymns originated in a world vastly different from ours, their legacy endures. The Samaveda inspired the development of Indian classical music, where ragas emphasize pitch, mood, and emotion. Even in yoga or meditation retreats, variations of Vedic chanting are used to promote inner peace and well being. If you've felt calmer or more spiritually connected after listening to certain Indian ragas or chanting, you've likely experienced the echo of the Samaveda's founding principles. It's fascinating how a text so ancient can still ripple through our modern practices of mindfulness, music therapy, and beyond. Have you ever tried chanting or singing a mantra, maybe Om, and felt a shift in your mood or energy? Drop a comment below with your experience. I'd love to hear your stories and experiences. The Samaveda is all about that shift, the vibration that moves you inward and upward. The Samaveda teaches us an important universal truth. Music is not just for entertainment, it's a bridge to the divine. This perspective shaped ancient Indian culture where sound became a science, with interval, pitches, and rhythms meticulously mapped out, and a philosophy where music carried the soul towards spiritual awakening. This dual nature, part science, part spiritual art, is what makes the Samaveda so compelling. It's a reminder that every note we produce can be a prayer in itself, resonating within us and the greater cosmos. Let's do a quick experiential moment. We won't replicate the entire Samaveda, but let's just hum a single note together. Pick a comfortable pitch, any pitch that feels right to you. Close your eyes, inhale slowly, and on your exhale, produce a humming sound. Notice the resonance in your body. This tiny taste hints at how powerful guided melodic chanting can be. Multiply that by an entire Samaveda ritual, and you can imagine the spiritual intensity involved. Thank you all for joining me on this journey through the Samaveda, a testament to the timeless power of music and spiritual insight. Our exploration doesn't end here. In upcoming episodes, we'll dig deeper into topics like how the Samaveda differs from the other Vedas, what are the binding principles and laws, how was the Samaveda created at all, and how did the melodic hymns evolve since ancient times to the spiritual practices that we follow today. Trust me, there's so much more to discover. If you don't want to miss out a single chapter of this fascinating story, be sure to hit that like button if this video expanded your perspective. Subscribe and turn on notifications so you are the first to know when I upload a new episode on the Samaveda. Share this video with fellow seekers who love exploring the depths of ancient wisdom. Together, let's keep unraveling the mysteries of the Samaveda and music. One chant, one note, one insight at a time. Until next time, stay curious, stay inspired, and remember, the sound of the Samaveda still resonates in our hearts and in our world. Namaste.